Hello, welcome to the weekend. I am Tyler, your host, and to my right, as always, is Mitch, my overly artistic friend.
Hello.
So, you may have noticed recently we did a video on Superman.
Yes, we did.
We did a review on the film, which neither of us liked, by the way. And but we did two videos before that. So we did a teaser, and then we did the trailer react.
Yeah.
So we had this kind of series, and we were like splitting audiences right down the middle for all of our views. They're in the video itself, and I did this on purpose, by the way, but we figured we'd bring it back up because it's funny. In the video, Mitch brings up, "What'd you think about Superdog?" And I totally ignored him. I just continued on with whatever I had to say. So we figured, why don't we just do a short, it'll probably be real short, on what we thought about Crypto the Superdog from Superman.
Yeah. So when you did that in that video, I didn't quite notice. I got distracted with whatever else you gave me.
Uh-huh.
And then we just kept going.
Nailed
and then
it.
you text me later and you said we forgot about Superdog. And I was like, gosh darn it. We're always forgetting about stuff because this has happened before.
But then I
where
texted,
we
I was
say,
like, I did it on purpose.
and then I was like, well, now I want revenge.
I want more.
So, like, because we do this a lot, I feel, or at least it's been happening lately, where you text me afterwards and you're like, we forgot this. And I'm like, oh, gosh darn it. We say in the video, oh, we'll come back to that. And then we never
Christmas.
do. And like,
Yeah,
exactly.
Go ahead.
And yeah, I don't know. So I was like, no, justice for crypto, whether
Justice
that
for crypto.
justice is
Deserve.
freedom or incarceration. So now I want an honest answer. What did you think of Crypto, the Superdog, in James Gunn Superman?
Dumb.
Okay, you thought he was dumb.
As dumb as I thought it was going to be when I saw him in the trailer.
Interesting.
Did
Okay.
you? What did you think?
Well, the thing is every time he showed up,
Mhm.
it was a scene that was like falling apart. And then when he showed up, he brought some action. And so that always made the scene better.
So just because of how bad the movie was, he was just a distraction, and that's why it's okay?
Well, see, I'm aware of the manipulative tactic that James Gunn was doing.
Of course.
He wants you to like Superdog.
Yeah.
So he creates scenarios that are going poorly for this, in some cases, the sole purpose of having Superdog go in and save the day.
Yeah.
But this works on some level because then I was like, all right, well, I don't hate this. But then the other part of me is like, well, I'm aware that this is what you're doing. And when I factor in the fact that now he's replacing what Superman should be doing, now it's really an issue. And so I didn't dislike the fact that he was coming in and doing stuff to change up the scenes. That was good. I disliked that was the way in which he decided to do it, was through this Superdog character.
Felt a little contrived, and then also taking away from the main character of the film.
Mostly just taken away from Superman.
Which is what most of that film did in general. So in reality, the dog fit for what the movie was already doing, which is eliminating Superman from his own film. But also, I don't like the idea of Superdog. I just don't like it. It's a strange concept to put into a serious DC. And maybe serious is the incorrect word considering the movie itself, but it's a goofy film already. And then to put in this, like, Agent of Chaos is essentially what it is, because it's a puppy and it has the powers of Superman. I mean, it's a Kryptonian dog. So it's just inherently destructive, but it's only chaotic when they want it to be. So it's just, I don't know. It didn't serve the narrative for me. It didn't like create an emotional connection for me. There's a difference when you have something like John Wick, where the dog actually serves a very emotional purpose.
That's a good comparison.
That's an instantaneous, like, who doesn't like dogs? You know, like dogs, like, I don't want to be your friend. I am suspicious of you. So if, like, when you bring in a puppy and you kill the puppy, everyone's going to respond the same. We're like, yeah, kill that guy and everyone around him. They all need to die. When you get to this,
can't hurt the pooch.
Right. What's wrong with you? You are the embodiment of evil. If you look at that puppy, that adorable beagle or whatever it was, and you kill it, all right, you get the same treatment. When you get to Superman, it was like, I don't understand why he's here. Except the fact that, like, now you make Superman, I guess, more endearing because he has a dog. But then by the end of the movie, it's not his dog anyway. He's just babysitting for his cousin. So it's like, oh, okay, so he's not endearing because it's not his dog? Or is he more endearing because he's watching someone else's dog? Is it just because it's a Kryptonian dog that I'm supposed to care because it's from his world and that's gone now? There was too many
Yeah.
factors there. There was just like, I don't see what you add to the narrative, my sir.
Yeah, I mean, he was there to add that human connection where it's just...
But that's what Lois is supposed to do.
Yeah.
It took that from Lois, too.
Yeah.
Dislike.
Crypto is just more problems the more you break it down, I'm realizing. Because the thing is like, the subtraction from the characters that I was interested in, like, it's so much in this movie
It's
where
so
he's
pervasive,
just like, let's like eliminate the things that this character should have and this character should be doing and put it elsewhere. It's like, but
why?
It doesn't make sense. It's like, taking away like Batman's cool factor, or like, it's like, well, he's not the rich billionaire anymore. This guy is. It's like, I don't understand why. Like, that's
it's like Robin being the rich billionaire and like Batman's just the tag along. It's like, why did you do this? I don't understand.
It's like, that's not the character.
Right.
It's not how they need to be represented. So why is he actually in the Superman comics?
Some of them. Superman has a lot of comics and a lot of iterations.
Yeah, he's been around a long time.
Which one I don't know. And his importance to the narrative. Like, I'm not a comic reader, so I don't know. But I mean, you're always gonna have those super fans. Like, for instance, everybody was bringing up the Silver Surfer from Fantastic Four and how she's a woman now, and everyone's like, "Oh, that's ridiculous! You're just gender swapping." But then there was those that were like, "You haven't read any of the comics. There is a female Silver Surfer." And in my mind, I'm just like, "Look, I don't care who it is. Just make it good to the story you're telling."
Yeah,
I don't care. But that's the thing with this is like, look, I'm not gonna agree with a super dog just in general. Like, if you got Superman and what he's supposed to embody, if you need a super dog to do that, then I don't have a lot of faith in your ability to tell the narrative that you're trying to tell. Which was proven if you've seen the movie. That movie was not good. But it was like, why can't Superman hold this film? Because the movie's called Superman.
Yeah.
Why do you need a dog in order to accomplish whatever it is that you're trying to do?
That's fair.
So,
yeah, that's a good point too. I didn't realize that backlash was happening with the Silver Surfer. I just always assumed that the surfer was not like a specific person. I thought there was like different people who inherit the board or whatever, and there were different iterations.
I don't know.
But I've not read the comics, so I don't know either. But that one, even if that wasn't the case, even if that was a gender swap, let's say, that at least has a good narrative justification to happen because Johnny has to be interested in her.
Yeah.
And her being a woman helps that narrative move forward. Because it's an important plot point for that film is that he's interested in her, and then that leads him to pursue after her, and then he gets that information from her language, and then he deciphers it. And so it's a huge plot point.
Yeah.
Like, it really matters that she's a woman in that movie.
Sure.
Otherwise, Johnny would have to be gay. It's the only other way you could do it. And Johnny's not gay, according to the comics that you've said.
Well, they're also trying to harken back to a lot more of like traditional values from the time from which the comic came, because it came from the 60s, and I think that's what they're referencing.
Oh, okay.
So I think they're trying to stay true in all those different aspects. When it comes to, with this stuff, it's like, again, I don't care if there's a super dog. Just make it a compelling, good reason for the narrative. And it didn't seem like they did that. Same thing with Surfer.
No, it didn't.
I don't care if it's a woman. I just care if you do something good with it.
And they did. She was the best part of that movie.
She was. Crypto was not.
I love how now I just want to talk about Fantastic Four. I'm like, let's go back to that. Let's talk about the Silver Surfer.
Don't worry, guys.
Cool.
I'm going to get his rating up for the Fantastic Four. He's going to like this movie by the time we're done talking about it. But yeah, Crypto, I just wasn't a fan. He's cute. He looks good. Didn't add much to the movie.
Yeah, though there were a few moments where I was like, he's a CG dog, though.
Yes, he is.
And a part of me was like, I understand there's probably not any other way to do this.
No. That should have been another reason not to put him in there. Superman was already contesting with everyone else for the spotlight in his own movie. So to put in a dog in there, another thing for him to compete with, was just like, dude, let Superman have his movie.
Well, maybe he wanted like the Guardians of the Galaxy thing where it's like, it's about a team. It's not about a person.
But don't do that with an Origins film. If you're going to do a first movie, just like give him his own thing and then move on.
I mean, he does fraction it off with the other superheroes he brings in as well. So, yeah, there's a lot of fracturing now that I think about it. And, I mean, we did talk about that in our review, and I think I did say that was like a big problem. But, like, when it's so fresh and it hasn't had time to cement, you know, your opinion changes a little bit. And now that I'm thinking about it, it's like, gosh, I remember like 1 or 2 bits of Superman moments, and the rest was just everything and everyone else. So, yeah, okay, you've convinced me. No more super dog. Boo.
Dislike.
Boo. Dislike. Get Crypto out of there. Do it differently. Use a real dog or something. Get James Cameron's production crew to make your CGI dog. Maybe that'll help.
That. Yeah. What I could do a good job, I'm sure. Yeah, I mean, for what it was worth, he looks okay for being CGI. But I agree. Some of it was a little awkward. Like some of the interactions or like some of his motions. It's just the fact that it is a dog. And your brain
knows what a dog
dog can do and what it looks like and moves like. So when it's doing these unnatural things, as good as it looks, your brain's like, dogs don't do this.
Right,
we cannot do this. And so
that's why the Silver Surfer worked, because she's a woman covered in metal. And it's like, all right, well, I've never really seen that in real life before.
That's fair. It's also why Superman works, because you understand that, like, if you were to give a human more capabilities with that sentience, then this is what he would be capable of. It might still look a little awkward, but with a dog, it doesn't have the same level of intelligence or sentience. Therefore, it doesn't compute as well, and so it's harder for you to accept that realistically. And I understand, like, you have the barrier of your suspension of belief. He didn't provide me enough reason with the narrative he was telling. He didn't give me enough for the dog to work. Didn't justify it for me. So
I'm glad I opened up this can of worms.
Are you? You got my rant for the day.
Well, I just ranting on a previous recording, an episode that's forthcoming.
That's fair. Well, anything else to say about Crypto? Now that
I've
Boo! The filth, refuse,
come after
slime.
me, fans of James Gunn Superman. Whatever.
Come at me. Thanks for watching. So you made it to the end of the video. If you liked it, please consider subscribing and leave us a comment. We'd love to hear what you thought.